put on this headband thinking it would make me look like Emma Roberts' Nancy Drew, but I just look like Natalie Portman in that one movie. Hi, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's your first time here. I'm Lindsay, and recently I've noticed there are quite a few fictional characters with the name Peter and then the last name P. So it got me thinking, and I did what any unhinged person would do, and I made a PowerPoint about it. So first I would like to introduce the Peter P's I will be talking about. We have Peter Pevensie from the Chronicles of Narnia, Peter Parker from Spider-Man, he is Spider-Man, if you didn't know, sorry, spoilers. Peter Pan, who is now part of Disney, and Peter Pettigrew, who I'm only introducing in the beginning. I'm not going to talk about him throughout the rest of the video because I don't like him. He is a literal and metaphorical rat, and he doesn't deserve airtime, so next. I saw all these Peter P's and I thought there has to be something connecting them. It's not just some weird coincidence that there's all these Peter P characters. There's something about it, something connected them. So again, as an unhinged person, I did my research and I made this PowerPoint. So for starters, the first thing connecting them, the obvious, Brits, British people. So, obvious one, Peter Pevensie. He is from Finchley, London, which is in England. But here's one that might be a bit of a stretch, but it works. It's connecting the dots. First we have Andy Garfield and Tommy Holland. They both played Peter Parker, and they are both British. If you couldn't tell by their accents in interviews, they are both from England, and I'm pretty sure they grew up around the same place, which could be important. Then we have Peter Pan, who kidnapped British children, so it counts. Next thing we have is kingdoms. How do we have these kingdoms, Lindsay, you ask? Well, we have the King of Narnia, Peter Pevensie, High King Peter. I have some controversial opinions about that, but he was the High King of Narnia. Then we have Peter Pan, who probably considers himself to be the King of Neverland. And then, hold on, Narnia, Neverland, they both start with N's. And then Peter Parker is the King of New York. No, that's Racetrack from Newsies. That's Newsies? Yes. Well, Newsies starts with an N, but it doesn't have Spider-Man. But Newsies was on Broadway, and there was a Spider-Man on Broadway, so I'm connecting the dots. Okay, well, Peter Parker has a friend called Ned in the new Spider-Man movie, so we're counting it. It's counting. You can't make it not count. It counts somehow. And lastly, not lastly, this is second to last. I don't know what I'm saying. I am obviously unhinged. So, second to last, they are all father figures at some point before they are actually fathers, and in some way. So, Peter Pevensie has 3 younger siblings, and he is kind of forced to take on that father figure because they are sent away during the Blitz in London during World War II. So he kind of keeps an eye on all the younger ones. And then we have Peter Pan and his lost boys. He kind of neglects them, but we don't have to talk about that. And then we have Peter B. Parker, who is like a father figure to Miles Morales, even though Miles has a good father, but it was more for Peter B. Parker realizing that he could be a dad. Anyway, it still counts. Next we have the last one. This is the last one. They all have familial issues, parental issues, really. Peter Pan hates his mom. He hates all moms, really, because in the book, he climbs out his window when he was a little baby child, and he goes to the garden and play with fairies, and I guess he stayed too long and got lost or something. And when he came back, his mom had a new baby already, and so he got real mad, and that's how he ended up going to Neverland. And it's a really dark book. It is like the Disney movies in some way, but also very much not like it in many ways. But that is to say that Peter Pan has some parental issues, obviously. Peter Pevensie is next. His dad is fighting in World War II, and I imagine it's very hard to have a parent away fighting in a war. That's horrifying. Then we have he was sent away from his mom because of the Blitz, so he has these parental issues. then Peter Parker is an orphan. So obviously, they're all connected in some way. You can't tell me I'm wrong. And if you have more ways they're connected, you can think of more ways they're all connected. You can comment down below. If I think of more ways, I'll probably make another video in the future. But I'm just saying, there's something fishy going on here. There has to be. And also, if we're using Disney Channel logic, I'm wearing glasses, which means I know what I'm talking about. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I usually make Narnia and Lord of the Rings content. I just wanted to make this fun video, which is somewhat related to Narnia, considering Peter Pevensey is in it. But anyway, that's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!